Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very special brother versus brother challenge match made with a 30-minute time limit, 2 falls, 2 submissions, or a knockout to decide the winner. Introducing first, on my left from Norwich in Norfolk, weighing in at 14 stone, 7 pounds, here is the Zebra Kid. You, okay. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent on my right, also from Norwich, Norfolk, weighing in at 16 stone, 6 pounds, Zak Knight.
Thank you, Steve Litton, our MC. So it's brother versus brother in this big showdown. The referee explaining the rules: no punching, no fingers in the eyes. When he says break the hold, break the hold. Shake hands back to your corners and may the best man win. And today,
well, there was no handshake there.
Yeah.
No handshake there. The Zebra Kid turned his back on his brother. And indeed, they were both agreeing to those rules, but I'm pretty sure, knowing these two, once the matchup starts, the no punching and kicking will be right out of the window.
This is going to be a furnace of entertainment. This is going to be the big one. And look, there's Real Needle already. Brother versus brother, and it's down to a showdown here in front of the TV cameras. They have fought together before, but there is a number of reasons why today is the big showdown. Of course, their dad, Rowdy Ricky Knight, as the alpha male, if you like, of the Knight dynasty, has recently retired. Their sister, now campaigning in America for the WWE under Paige, so she is doing very nicely, thank you. So it leaves the two brothers now to sort out, really, who is the best Knight. Very powerful wrist lock from the younger brother.
Well, as you mentioned, Lee, both of these wrestlers come from a fine wrestling stock. And as a result of that, not only are they both very good and experienced wrestlers, they've both got a lot of experience starting at a young age. Zak Knight, I remember seeing him as a young 13-year-old wrestling on cards as the name the Zodiac Kid under a mask. And the Zebra Kid, of course, is a veteran of the British circuit as well.
Yeah.
So these guys have been going for a long time.
Zebra Kid Roy Knight also made his debut at 13 in Lingwood in Norfolk. I think his dad got them involved in wrestling and tried them out very, very young.
And look at this, they know each other so well. It's almost as if they know what each one is thinking. But there's a cover, the legs hooked, and reversal from the Zebra Kid. Zak on top now. And this is a real back and forth encounter. Another cover now, this time Zebra Kid with the shoulders down. Oh my goodness, this is too fast-paced to call almost. Oh, an elbow dropped and an elbow missed and a leg drop missed as well.
And normally after a move like that you would get a handshake, but they're too busy, they go straight on to the next move.
As I was saying, these two brothers, they fought alongside each other, they fought against each other. They probably know each other better than anyone else in wrestling.
And when Ricky Knight retired, his very final match ever was a three-way match against these two. So now we do have, if you like, the opportunity to become alpha male in the Knight dynasty. And with these two not quite making it to America to compete for the WWE in the big money, this is a real genuine battle to see who is the biggest Knight.
Well, Zebra Kid taking it to the outside. Just going for a bit of a breather, I think. He's asking the referee rightly to keep Zak Knight back. And one thing about the Zebra Kid he's famed for, as well as his fantastic wrestling skills, he's often had a bit of a temper about him.
Yes, he has been a bad boy in his time. Back in 2005 as a football striker for Thetford Town FC, he actually floored the referee after getting a red card.
Pretty sure Dave Walker's going to hope that doesn't happen to him tonight.
He's not played for Fairfied FC since.
Shoulder bar Zebra Kid comes under the bottom rope. Zak Knight off the ropes. Again, both these guys just know each other so well, it's almost like they know what the other one's going to do next. Ducks the clothesline and both go for the crossbody. And it's Zak Knight who goes on top, scoring the first fall.
Took him 4 minutes in which to do it.
5 seconds. The opening fall to Zak Knight.
Both came off the ropes looking for that crossbody, and it was Zak who got the upper hand, pinned the shoulders of his brother and scored the first fall. 1, 2, 3.
4 minutes it took, and he's very happy with that. He just would like another one, but his brothers have something different to say about that. We get ready for the second session then. 4 minutes in of the 30 minutes.
Zebra Kid still protesting, it was just a 2. And he's got that bottle of water. He just smacked his brother across the back with the bottle of water.
And collects a public warning for it as well, John. You can't do that, even to your own brother. He does, doesn't he? Roy Knight wrestles with the tenacity of a caged animal. Excels in battle royals and King of the Rings. That's his favourite sort of match, but he'll take anything. And very slippery floor, and out they both go, and that is not going to please the referee.
No, it's really not. If there's one thing we know about these two brothers, they love to fight, whether it's in the ring or not. And I think the fact that it's on this hard wooden floor is not going to stop them, as the Zebra Kid delivers a devastating suplex to Zak Knight.
Suplexes, snatch suplexes can really wind you in the ring. This is the floor of the Fairfield Hall in Croydon. And still, he can't wait to get him back into the ring as the count goes on.
Well, this isn't a Fool's Count anyway contest. He can only pin him in the ring.
Trying for the Boston Crab if he can get it. Just a step over.
Zak Knight trying to hold on to the ankle of the Zebra Kid to avoid being turned over, but I think he can only hold on for so long. Zebra Kid now has that hold. He's looking to sit back on it, and in fact, no, he's looking for that middle rope. He's looking to get extra leverage holding onto the middle rope, and you can see immediately what effect that has.
Referee Dave Walker's suspicious about it, but didn't see it. You've got a pretty good indication if that middle rope starts wobbling when you let go. Just checking one more time to make absolutely certain. There's very little point in asking him if he had the rope. If you don't catch it, catch that. Look. Yeah, there it is. There's the wobbly rope. And the Zebra Kid getting annoyed at ringsiders for squealing to the referee if that's what he was doing.
Neck breaker there from Zebra Kid. And with moves like that, you have to wonder why he feels the need to cheat so often.
Definitely a win at any cost mentality.
Bit of showboating to the fans. Before sending his brother down to the mat once again. Another shoulder barge in the ring. And Zak Knight still down. I think he's still feeling the effects of that suplex on the floor.
That, or he just actually wants to take a breather for a minute because it's going to be fast and furious. Here we go.
Nice takedown from Zak Knight, one from the Zebra Kid.
Very neat drop kick, sends him out of the ring. Of course, we saw these two on the Channel 4 documentary, The Wrestlers Fighting With My Family, which was a very well-received documentary about the Knights. Was every single one of them involved in wrestling?
Well, Zak Knight's going to fly!
Oh, no!
And fly he does, almost into the laps of our front row fans. But I think he might have hurt his ankle doing so. But did he hurt the Zebra Kid more? That's the big question.
The referee puts the counts on. We're at 5. Now, who's going to get back in first? 6.
That was a big high-risk move from Zak Knight, and he broke the count quickly, and then went straight back outside to continue dishing the punishment to his brother, the Zebra Kid.
And that's got to hurt. He's building up for a run-up here. Look at this.
Oh, and he gets caught with a back body drop.
Well, the referee's going to have to step in here and do something, because all this fighting outside the ring, even though there's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other, that is not allowed, and I don't think they've finished yet.
No, you're right, Dave Walker, you need to get out there and get these two back in the ring. As I said, these two will fight. They've been fighting all their lives. Any brothers do.
Younger brother Zak in trouble now, as the older brother Roy Knight, the Zebra Kid, Roy Beavis as he's billed sometimes, having an argument with ringsiders. But he's got to watch it because the referee will start that count pretty soon.
And again, look at the quivering ankle of Zak Knight. As I said, when he did that high-risk manoeuvre, he flew to the outside and landed hard on his ankle. And he may well have suffered an injury from that.
Zebra Kid lagging one behind in this 2-4 match, but there's no rounds to give them any breather. We're working all the way through to a 30-minute duration.
He's lagging behind, but in terms of what's going on in the ring, Zebra Kid is very much in control. Or perhaps I spoke too soon. Zak Knight got the leg up, now he's on that middle rope, flies off the top with another cross body, catches the Zebra Kid.
Threatening to go up.
Well, he came off the middle rope last time, now he's gone to the outside, which can only mean he's going to the top. And if he hits this, it really could be all over.
Oh, and there goes the referee, and that, oh my, down goes Dave Walker, and how much damage has that done to Knight the Younger as well, because he was straddling that rope when that happened.
Well, that was a big mistake from the Zebra Kid.
Roy goes over, said, I slipped on the canvas there. But gets a public warning, and the referee's having none of it and doesn't believe the story.
Well, you already mentioned earlier, Lee, that when it comes to referees, the Zebra Kid has fine form indeed.
But it's the second and final public warning then to the Zebra Kid, to Roy Knight, so he's got to watch himself a little bit, because any more and it's disqualification, and in this match he really wouldn't want that against his brother.
This is a very precarious position for both wrestlers to be in now.
They could fall in any direction. We're hoping they'll come back down to earth with a bit of a bang. And look at this. This is such a dangerous move.
A big superplex from the top rope from the Zebra Kid. Zak Knight lands hard in the middle of the ring. And he looks like he's out cold. I honestly think he might be out cold. Zebra Kid going up top again.
Dave Walker surely can't allow this, because it's not part of the save move. Oh! But he's got it. He's got it. It's the equaliser then to the Zebra Kid.
A big leap from the top rope evens the scores here in this one. Zebra Kid 1, Zak Knight 1. The next fall will decide the winner.
Plenty of experience with Roy Knight, the Zebra Kid, turned pro in 1995. A long time ahead of his brother. And I think there you're looking at a man that senses victory. Look, the smiles are back. A lesser wrestler would now be exhausted after what they've been doing for the last 15 minutes or so.
Well, he might be able to sense victory, but he hasn't earned it yet, so he'd do well. He'd do well to finish the job at hand before celebrating too prematurely.
And a battle of the brother. Zak Knight has really got to try and find something within him to recover now.
Well, Lee, I don't know if you saw that, but the Zebra Kid just spat a wad of water into the eye of Zak Knight. And Zak appears to be temporarily blinded there.
These two big ring gladiators, and you're right there, John. He's saying, oh my eye, ref, the arm bar action with a capital A here in Croydon. But again, on that top rope, getting that leverage to an already weakened younger brother. Zak is certainly the one that's been dominated here.
And in fact, it's the Zebra Kid who's accusing his brother of cheating. Well, it's the Zebra Kid himself who is biting the arm of Zak Knight while the referee is otherwise engaged. I guess with a father like Rowdy Ricky Knight, you pick up a few tricks along the way.
Well, absolutely. I think Ricky's taught both of these boys everything he knows, and probably about 30% of it or so is not exactly legal.
Zak Knight trying to get those fans behind him. It's amazing what a surge of adrenaline hearing your own name chanted can do for you. And indeed, Zak Knight finally powers out of the Zebra Kid's hold.
Super drop kick now. Will he try the 619? He's asking the crowd, as indeed nearly every wrestler does. Just watch this. He'll fly across and the legs will connect on the 619. There it is.
And he hits it square in the face.
Dave Walker allowing that bit of retaliation.
And Zak Knight now on the outside. Headbutt to the gut. Flips himself over looking for that double leg Nelson, but Zebra Kid holding on to the ropes.
Yes, I think Dave had enough of the rope tactics. 1, 2.
Oh, but he didn't quite get it. Very, very close. A bit too close for the Zebra Kid's liking.
And I think the referee's had enough of them going on to the ropes now. His tolerance level is at an end. And Roy, the Zebra Kid, has got to be careful, because if he goes to those ropes one more time, he could be back to the dressing room. Well, this really is a fight to the finish, isn't he?
It certainly is, Lee. These two once again going up top. We saw the devastating effect of Zebra Kid's superplex earlier on in the contest. Zak Knight hasn't really been the same since. If Zebra Kid were to hit a second superplex, you'd have to believe this one would be all over. And I think Zak Knight senses that. And that's why he's doing everything in his power to avoid getting hit with it a second time. A number of headbutts to the chest of the Zebra Kid. Zak Knight flies off the top with a leg drop and misses.
And missed by an absolute country mile there as well. And to land on the seat of your pants from the top of the ring, that is going to hurt. Base of the spine, and he'll be hobbling around for a little bit.
Oh! The Zebra Kid famous for his powerful kicks. And Zak Knight really has taken a pasting in this one.
As you said, John, earlier on, we were a bit worried he was out cold. The concerns at ringside are growing again. He's not moving very much.
Well, he's taken some stiff blows to the head in this contest. Let's not forget, he went one fall up just 3 or 4 minutes into the contest, but ever since then, it's been pretty much the Zebra Kid all the way.
And the count is on. Well, he's behind you is the call from ringsiders here. Let's just hope he senses that. There he is now.
Zebra Kid off the middle, gets caught by Zak Knight. What strength and power. Is he looking for some sort of fall-away slam? No, he hoists him onto his shoulders.
Is it suplex time? No.
Off the rope, Zebra Kid holds on. Zak Knight catches him the second time round and plants him down. Could we say, is this the winning cover? Hooks the leg, 1, 2, and a 3. He gets it. A big win for the younger Knight brother against the Zebra Kid. 2 falls to 1.
Now, when Roy wakes up from this, when the Zebra Kid gets up this, will there be a handshake or will there be a punch or two? Because these two brothers, there's got to be some respect here after that. A titanic tussle with 2 fine professional wrestlers. Well, I'm sure you'll agree, fantastic matches from the Fairfied halls in Croydon. British wrestling is back, and it's back with a bang. From myself, Lee Bamber, and John Atkins, it's goodbye from Croydon.
Ultimately, everybody wants to be number one. As I think Jamie Foxx said, nobody wants to be vice president.
I love wrestling. Wrestling's my addiction. I love it to bits, and nothing or no one will ever stop me getting in that ring, doing what I love to do best.
But it could all end tomorrow, and I wouldn't have a regret in the world.